Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back Fear Not, ILLIT, and Icons. I believe I got all of those correct. Forgive me if I was wrong. So yeah, we are here today and we're going to be checking out the collaboration single between 르세라핌, ILLIT, and KATSEYE called Iconic by Mistake. Now, I think this has definitely trended, of course. It currently has 122 million views on YouTube, released 2 months ago, which is a crazy number. So I know that there is going to be probably parts of this that I know. There's part of the choreography for sure that I know because I do sometimes do a little bit of a muted scroll on some platforms just to like see what's going on without being immediately spoiled of song. So I seen like the little this thing and then also this thing. I'm not sure entirely. There are some choreography moves that I know for sure that I've checked out. But I also want to, before we dive into this, kind of do a little update slash, what's the current situation with KATSEYE, because as you all know, I did react to Pinky Up. I also did a little video just talking about the whole situation with Manon and KATSEYE, and I'm kind of doing this video as, of course, I enjoy 르세라핌 and ILLIT a lot, and I want to react to that, but also doing this as a kind of like, let's put this to bed, because I have listened to their other songs, and they released their newest song today, and then also Animal a little bit ago. I watched them on my own because at this point, now that I've done that video and I have seen everything that's gone down since. Sophia literally just announced her hiatus as well, that she's taking a break. And at this point, as a fan, I cannot handle the back and forth, the push and pull that KATSEYE and this group are making me feel. So at this point, I am putting it to bed. I'm putting it to rest. I am not, unless there's something else that comes up that I really want to talk about. I'm not going to talk about KATSEYE. I'm not going to react to KATSEYE anymore on this channel unless there is something like this where they are involved with some other groups that I enjoy and that I do not have this type of stress over, because my God. And also just, I haven't really enjoyed their music anymore. And it sucks being in that position because I love gnarly, but after everything that's happened, I am just ready to put it to bed. And if I want to get to stuff and watch stuff, I'll do it in my own time. But I'm just done with them on the channel because I don't want to be in that world anymore. Let's just say I'm done with it in a lot of ways. But I'm still here today and I'm going to talk about them, of course, and we're going to see how I enjoy the song. I think it's always mixed. It's always mixed, but we'll see how I feel about it. But just to put that out there, if you are curious, if you're wondering what has been going on with me and my thoughts, my opinions, that is how it is. So effectively soon, probably not gonna be talking about them on the channel, not gonna be reacting to them because, and this is kind of pessimistic to say, but I don't think they're gonna last long. So I am excited for today though. I think it's still gonna be a fun time, but there is that, just so you guys are aware. But let's dive right in, check out this music video. We're going to watch this twice, the second time with captions on in order to understand anything a little bit better. I pause, I talk, that is what I do. So yeah, if you skipped over the intro, I understand. But like I said, probably will not react to KATSEYE anymore outside of this, unless they decide to do another collaboration with a group I really enjoy. We're going to find out, we're going to see what happens. But yeah, I have heard bits and pieces, like I mentioned. We're going to see how much I vibe with this song. I'm not entirely sure. So that's all I want to say. Let's dive right in and see what we have in store. Well, hi, girls. Ooh. Ooh. I forgot. So we don't have, I think we have all of the Femies, right? I didn't see anyone missing here, correct? No Femies are missing, I believe, but we do have Mocha was not here. I believe this was during the time that she was on hiatus and resting, so that is why. And then obviously Manon was not here, but that's beside the point. Okay, good to know. I'm very intrigued by this production though. Ooh. Damn. Hello? Girl? Ooh! Did you kiss the statue of herself? Yep. They were like, if we're gonna be gay, we're gonna be gay. So obsessed. Oh my god, I can't. I love this hair length on her as well, obviously, but also on Sakura later. Like a verb, hey, my girl. Yeah. I love seeing this, and I love the kind of like handoff we did there. I mean, usually with collaborations, I want them to like actually collaborate like this, you know what I mean? But that is okay with me because that was a very fun moment. I enjoyed that a lot. I forgot to mention, by the way, let's see here, 르세라핌, Kazuha, ILLIT, Yuna, and then 르세라핌, KATSEYE, you know, but it's Laura. Anyway, continue. I love their outfits though. They're very adorable. I love the tooth. You know what, please. Gosh. Hey girls! Again, nothing towards them with the decisions I'm making, but damn, that's all I want to say. Woo! Oh my god. Ooh! Listen, if they can swear, the rest of the girls can swear, okay? I wanna hear one of the other girls drop an F-bomb, okay? Come on now. I'm so grateful. Woo! They are going through hell for this music video, and I love it. One more time. There you go, sort of. I love the difference between the voices, though, of how they're saying it, because I think it was, like, Eugene was more front-facing, and then it was, obviously, Yuna there, and then Danny, I think? Like, depending on which group was, like, singing this part, like, some of them were more front-facing than others, and I love the difference, because obviously both Eugene and Danny are fluent in English, but for Yuna, she has a little bit more of an accent, and it's cute. That's all I want to say. Hold on, though. I know this is really fun to shoot, though. Was that a cop car? Hold on. Yeah, it was a cop car. The fact that this is the closest we saw them, like, sit together is just this scene of both Woonie and Yunjin being about to be hit by a car. That kind of sucks. I wish there was more, and I saw that they performed this on some Korean music show, and the same thing there is, like, one group came on, the next one came on. I wish there was more actual collaboration, you know what I mean? Because, like, that's what I want, that's what I need, that's what I crave for when I'm watching stuff like this. Especially when it's so, like, unusual for K-pop groups to collaborate with each other. So, like, I wish that was the case, because I remember being so pumped when I saw this. But yeah, I do like this little, because we have the teeth, we have little splatters, we have little bones, we have birds and stuff. I assume it's references to things that happen in the music video. But okay, fun. I did enjoy this. I think if you watched my Pinky Up reaction, I was not really a fan, and I still am not. But I feel like this song is a bit more of like that energy, because from my knowledge, I believe KATSEYE's team was in charge of this song. At least I believe so. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think somebody said like, oh, music video was 르세라핌's team, song was KATSEYE, and then wardrobe was ILLIT, I think. I'm not entirely sure though. Please let me know and I'll correct myself. Or it might have been the choreography actually, because this is a very ILLIT choreography to me. But I did enjoy it more than I think some of the songs, because again, I might be wrong with that information, but I thought going into this that I was like, oh, it sucks, because I love having this in front of me. I love seeing some of my faves collaborate, you know, but it's like, knowing that and knowing how I felt about the previous song, I was like, we're gonna have to see how this goes. But I did enjoy the song. I thought it was fun. I like the energy, and it definitely has some, like, very fun parts. But, like, is it truly for me? No, because, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really have enough to stick in total. But it was definitely a fun time, and I did enjoy it. And I thought the music video was very fun, because, like, they were truly in the weeds for this one. And, like, the different sections, I feel like they're like references to the previous like releases for them as well, because we have obviously like them in a graveyard and digging up stuff, and so that feels kind of Celebrate to me. And then we have them like in both an office and like police, but then also like in the dentist, which is very Cherish My Love. If you watch that music video, like the whole thing was a tooth, something like Tooth of Love, I'm not sure. And then I'm not really sure with like this KATSEYE bit, but they did have, she was holding something, and it seemed to be like a fake Diet Coke, maybe. But then I'm not sure I can really like connect it to Pinky Up. I'm not sure, but perhaps a little bit in my mind. What did this say? I'm sorry. Cleanliness is next to godliness. I'm not sure I get what that is. But yeah, I thought this was a fun time overall, but I'm not so sure I'm going to like fall in love with this song, you know what I mean? Which is unfortunate, because I was hoping for that with this released. But yeah, obviously this full song was in English, but we're gonna watch it again regardless, just to take everything in a little bit more than I would otherwise. But let's see this one more time. I would enjoy watching the music video behind though, because I do like the production on this in some ways though, because like it has these very like explosive moments, and that is quite fun. But what was I gonna say right before them? Yeah, I think I would enjoy watching the music video behind though, because seeing them all interact, and I've seen some clips here and there, I think would be really fun. Unless they didn't shoot them. No, I don't think they shot this like separately, but I'm hoping for that at least, because I feel like I've seen clips of them just interacting. But anyway. Chaewon, what are you doing to me? I love blowing kisses though. Yeah, they were on the run. That was what it was, because they're being chased. I'm not sure if it's the same police, but it's definitely somebody is behind them. You know what I mean? But I love them dancing in just an open moving truck. set them down so they're safe. Also, did we get a flash of? Yeah, we got a like flash of what was happening in the music video later. Interesting. Hi there. Heart, it's harder. Sorry, I'm sapphic. That's what happens. That little like cute. I love their parts. Because obviously these, like, most of the time at least, I would say with It's Me, they went a little bit of a different direction. But a lot of times they stick to, like, a lot more of, like, sweeter, cutesy concepts. So it's, like, very fun for me to see them in this sort of situation. You know what I mean? And in this kind of vibe. Hell yeah. And again, the way that they, like, gave her helium and then Minju's, like, she shifted with her pitch. Ugh. They got it. The golden tooth is like a go-through in this video. Get him again. I can't with that. And then I love the just part that says God just hitting her, like taking her out basically. But I feel like, and they swear later, obviously. I also forgot to mention that Megan is one of my biases as well. I do really like her, and again, it's not because of them, it's because of many different things. But that did not look like thank you. For me, that looked more like a fuck you, but I could only be speculating. I don't know. Bag. Her fucking energy though. Yunshay. Kill it. Stop popping popcorn with thunder. Or lightning, sorry. Everything's just in flames. Yes! I love, again, I talked about Yuna in this one a lot. I think maybe it's just because I've been loving them so much this year. Don't get me wrong, I also love the SSERAFIM, obviously. But, like, I love her being, like, because usually she doesn't have that much, like, center time. So I love that she's had it a lot in this song. The camera movements in this have been eaten though. Like, great job from the production team. You've been caught because you did fully blow up this place, question mark? Or was just because she threw the corn and then for some reason the corn caught fire and then it started burning. You know what I mean? But alright. Fun. So that was iconic by mistake. Like I mentioned, I'm not sure like how much it's gonna be like a re-listenable song for me, but I do like the vibe of this a lot. I do like the energy of this a lot. And again, I think two things can be true at once. I think you can read these lyrics and be like, yeah, this is fully true, but also like it can come across a little bit tactless coming from a team that is, you know, currently handling KATSEYE and their whole situation going on with Manon. You know, like there's a lot of moments where you can be like, yeah, these lyrics are 100% true and like people are insane. You know, like fandoms are crazy and a lot of you, I'm talking like, I'm not sure how many because there are a lot of lovely people. I'm gonna slow ball but also kind of highball at the same time and say like 5% of K-pop fans, and also since KATSEYE is here, just pop music fans of artists need to take a chill pill, need to look into themselves and be like, am I acting crazy? And if you answer that with a yes, then take a step back and reconnect with yourself, with nature, and also with reality, basically, you know? But you can also be like, having these lyrics about like, yes, of course, you who are spending all your time hating me, you're also making me famous, like for sure, 100%. Like if you, I always say this to everybody, if there's something that you don't like, especially if it is like music, if it's something that's inherently like not harmful towards anybody, the best thing you can do if you don't like something is ignore it. If it's genuinely hurting people, then address it and talk about it and be very open about it. But if it's like, you know, I don't fuck with this song, then the best thing to do is just leave it be and not mention it, because the only thing you're going to do by talking about it is just creating a little hate circle that just like a hate circle jerk, basically, you know? But it's also like having that mixed with lyrics about like how fucking hot you are or whatever, you know, like it's just, that's just how it is. I'm not entirely sure if my thing is correct. I'm gonna see if I can confirm my thoughts there with the whole like teams were, where the teams were responsible. But I enjoy this in a lot of ways, but like the song itself, probably outside of watching this music video, I'm not really gonna love, you know? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this still. I'll see you in the outro, and I'll say my final things there. I looked a little bit at the Genius page for this song, and indeed, I was kind of on the ballpark sort of with the ideas that I had there, because it does say here, and of course this might not be official, but it does say that, for example, ILLIT scenes draw inspiration from the music video for Cherish My Love, KATSEYE's for Touch, which is interesting, and 르세라핌's for Easy, which maybe I get, but also sort of also not. Maybe there was parts in a graveyard or something there, but I'm not entirely sure. And then they also mentioned about like the vibe of the song, but I couldn't really find anything about like responsibilities here. But yeah, I just, not really my vibe. I did see a lot of the songwriters were very American names, but you know, I'm not entirely sure. Again, correct me if I'm wrong about anything I say here. But so, yeah, again, we'll see what happens with KATSEYE. I know, of course, that I've listened to the songs that have come out, and so that is not something that I'm gonna do for now. But until things maybe change, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable with it, and I feel like it's not for me anymore. And it does suck as somebody who, like, for the most of last year was obsessed with them. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but that's where we are at now. So yeah, don't really know what else to say though. Hope you guys enjoyed this. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, check out my Patreon, like this video if you liked it, leave down in the comments below and you'd like me to check out in the future. Love you all so much. Thank you for being here for Palestine. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!